Hey, thank you so much for being here. I am super, super excited to have you here today. This is actually the first time that I'm ever doing something like this. So it's new to me as well, and I'm super excited to have you guys here to experience it with me. So today I'm going to be going over how I built a social media marketing agency from scratch to generate $20,000 per month within only 4 months. And if you don't know who I am already, my name is Mariah Miller, and I'm going to be your host today for this free training. You can also find me on Instagram and YouTube. Those are the two main social media platforms that I use. All you have to do is search my name, Mariah Miller, and I will pop up. And also, this is Casey Vanderjagt. He's my business partner. He's not going to necessarily be on this training today, but I am going to reference him a lot. So I just wanted you guys to, be able to put a face to the name whenever I say his name. And he's not active much on social media at all, but you can search him up. Just type in his first and last name, Casey Vanderjagt, and he'll pop up as well. So, together, Casey and I have built a 6-figure marketing agency from the ground up. And we've done this with absolutely no formal education, no degree in marketing or business, and we never interned or worked at a single, agency or anything for a single minute at a marketing firm or any such company, okay? So we literally have absolutely no experience, and we made this work. We made a 6-figure marketing agency, again, from the ground up. So, is this training worth your time? Well, let's just go ahead and go over what we're going to cover. So, this is perfect for you if you want to get out of your job/classroom by making a substantial income as soon as possible. Okay? Or you're tired of failure with other online business models, or you want to learn a new skill that pays full-time as a side hustle, or you are not 110% confident you can get clients results. So maybe you already have a social media marketing agency, you're just not 110% confident that you can get them results. Maybe you're looking to scale your agency. So that's perfect. That is what we're going to cover in this training today. So I will always be 100% transparent with my audience. That's just how I am. And yes, I am going to offer you something paid at the end of this absolutely free training, even though it is, absolutely amazing and will save you 6 to 12 months of your time. I will still teach you what you need to know inside of this free training here today to take the first steps and start making money with this, okay? And do yourself a favor, pay close attention to the value given inside this training. This information alone has been known to result in positive agency growth and life changes. So please go ahead, remove distractions, silence your phone, turn the TV off, put headphones on. I don't know, what you're doing right now, just whatever it is. Commit to providing your individual attention to me right now, and it's going to definitely be worth it. So, what you will learn in this 100% free training. What is SMMA? Why this is my favorite business model, how to determine your service fee, building a badass team, and we're going to do this first. You'll understand what I mean by that in a bit. And what is the perfect client? And last but not least, lead sourcing and prospecting for potential clients. So what I'm about to show you are the exact same strategies I used to grow my own social media marketing agency from scratch to 6 figures in only 4 months. So this is my apartment in Los Angeles, right outside of downtown LA. We actually are facing downtown LA, as you can see in the photo. That's Casey standing right there on a phone call. And we live on the 16th floor of a luxury high-rise apartment building. And there's amazing amenities, a huge pool on the 7th floor, a hot tub, a like grilling area for barbecues and stuff, a clubhouse with pool tables. There's TVs. The gym here is massive, especially for an apartment. And there's a Starbucks right underneath us on the ground floor. It's really, really bad, it's that close to us, because I'm there every single morning in my PJs, and all the baristas know me by name already. And this is the helipad on the rooftop of the apartment. And I mean, this picture doesn't do it justice and never will. It really gives like a certain feeling being on top of the city like this. It's just amazing. And Casey and I, we go up there some nights to just hang out, chill, relax after a long day, and it's just amazing. I literally wish I could take you up there and show you. It's just the incredible sight. And we also have met some amazing friends who are like family to us now. And I am part Korean, if you didn't know. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really, I'm probably like 10%. And this is Han, our best friend, and Ben, his girlfriend, and Blue, the Frenchie. And Casey and I are basically co-parents, like auntie and uncle, I guess you could say. But yeah, I freaking love Blue. She is over our apartment basically every single day. She has like her own set of toys and bed and pee pads and all kinds of stuff over here. But yeah, Han and Ben, they live right under us in the same apartment building. And if they ever travel, she stays with us for like a couple weeks. And I love it. And then some more amazing friends that we've made. And I'm sure some of you guys actually know Jordan Welch, right here on the right side of my screen. He is pretty big in the e-commerce, drop shipping space. He has a pretty large YouTube channel teaching and helping others. So yeah, Jordan Welch, he's our neighbor. He lives right under us as well. And then Matt and Fitz, they did $1 million in sales in like 6 months, I think it was, with their e-com store, drop shipping. They actually live in the same apartment building. Some of you might actually know Vince Wang. He is also in the e-com space, pretty big. So yeah, that's a picture of everyone in the top left-hand corner. Casey's in the red shirt. Han is to the right of Casey in all black. Most of our network out here in LA, they're all entrepreneurs, specifically in the e-commerce space. But we've just literally been able to meet some incredible people. This is just, covering the basics of our, network out here. Mainly like our closest network. Oh, and then Han, I forgot to tell you about Han. He's actually the owner of a multi-million-dollar e-com beauty brand. His brand is absolutely killing it, and they're in talks with like stores like Ulta and Sephora to get their products inside. And he's doing really big things. Coming up here in a few months, they're going to be hitting $1 million in sales per month. And he started from drop shipping, and he's now moved into branding. And we've also had some amazing experiences here as well. This is a picture of when we went to a Lakers game in downtown LA. We got floor seats, not really courtside, like not on the court, but we were on the floor. It was the lowest section there, and we were the first row in that section. It was amazing. There's a picture of me on the bottom left. And we've been able to travel. Here are just a couple pictures from, I would say, the past 5 or 6 months of the travels that we've had all over the United States. We've been to Las Vegas, Red Rock Canyon, the Grand Canyon, Providence, Rhode Island, New York City, Miami Beach. There's a picture of us at San Francisco. And then we went to the Redwoods in California, Northern California. That was beautiful. That's the bottom left picture. And we went up north to visit my aunt and my other family up north in Providence, Rhode Island. She took us to a casino out there, and then we went to Washington, D.C. It was my very first time in Washington. That was a cool experience. And then we went to New York City. That's a picture of us in Central Park riding bikes all day long. Snowboarding. I love snowboarding. We took my sister to New York City as well. That's Haley in the bottom left. And then my family, we went to a spring in Florida. And then Casey and I, we've been in a hot air balloon. That was another experience. Don't let me get started on that. And we purchased our dream car, GTR. Casey has been dreaming about having a GTR since he was a little kid. Like, he grew up around the whole car scene because his dad owned a automotive shop. And funny story, I used to actually work at a Nissan dealership and sell these cars to people. And I would get so excited just to go on like a test drive or to drive it to the back of the dealership to get washed. And now I own my own GTR. It's the craziest thing ever. But yeah, these are some funny pictures of my grandma. She hates fast cars. She hates fast anything. Like, she's a scaredy cat, to say the least. So she let us take us for a ride. That's Casey driving, me in the back seat in the top left, and then I was driving on the top right. She had a blast, but I mean, once it was all over with. But the pictures are just so hilarious. I had to put them there. And then this is Casey and I in Savannah, Georgia with the GTR, taking some pictures on our trip down because we actually flew up to Philly, purchased it, and then drove the GTR to Florida where our family is. Which, this leads me to my next point. It wasn't always like this, okay? And when I grew up with a single mother. I never knew my biological father, and I still do not to this day. My mom was very young when she had me, early 20s. So my grandparents, my poppy right here and my nanny right there in the bottom left picture, they played a big role in raising me as well. And here is my aunt in the bottom picture as well. And I love these people to death. They are truly my everything. And I didn't come from a rich family at all. I didn't get things handed to me. I created my business on my own. And I was the first person in my family to get a college degree. Well, somewhat. It was just my A degree. I actually dropped out of college after that. And I remember growing up and my mom was just struggling. And I remember, some very hard times, her crying and just trying to make ends meet. She always made sure I had the best. So, I always had my new school supplies. I always had clothes on my back, a roof over my head, food in my stomach. She is literally my best friend. And then there's just some pictures of me, and there's a picture of her and me in the top right, top left, and then my family. Jump ahead a few years. So before we started SMMA, Casey graduated high school and went off to the United States Navy. Funny story, my stepdad, he actually recruited Casey from high school into the military. And at the time, Casey and I were dating, and I think my dad was just trying to send him away or something, but it didn't work. And I graduated high school about a year later after Casey and went off to college. No fancy college, actually, just a community college. And the military life wasn't for Casey, and going to college wasn't for me. We figured this out pretty early, I guess you could say. We didn't go full 4 years, 5 years, still doing it. But we knew that we wanted to be free financially. We wanted to be our own bosses, make our own schedule, be location independent. We wanted that type of freedom. So Casey left the military and I dropped out of college. So like I said at the beginning, I did 2 years in college, and Casey, he actually had an early out in the military because his squadron was it wasn't going to be a thing anymore. So he got an early out. So we had a decent chunk of money saved up, and we moved cross country from Florida to Los Angeles. And Casey was day trading penny stocks. It was actually pretty cool. And I was promised a transfer at a Nissan dealership in LA. I got the transfer, but Well, the pay ended up being a lie. What's new? So Casey was day trading on the stock market unsuccessfully, and I was working 12 plus hours a day selling cars at Nissan, barely making any money. So not many people know this, but during this time we were struggling, and our chunk of money that we saved was running low, and we were not making close to what we were expecting. And I remember some very, very hard times. These were, our first time, living on our own without our family. Casey, he lived in the barracks in the military, but just like 100% living on our own. And, we would go weeks without using our debit card, without spending money on anything. And there was a time we literally had $8 in our checking account. One month we actually had to ask family for help paying rent so we weren't late. And it was very, very hard. And I know some of you are going through this right now. I just wanted to say I've been there and I've done that. And there is light at the end of the tunnel, guys. And we were starting to learn more about e-commerce, drop shipping, retail arbitrage, Amazon FBA, and just having an online business in general. And after a bit, we were slowly climbing up the mountain and things were kind of looking better financially. I quit working at the Nissan dealership and I actually started working for a luxury portrait studio a lot closer to home. So, you were probably expecting me to tell you I had tons of success and it was super easy. And, that's usually what most big guru, what they say. But I'm here to say it's not easy. Just like many of you watching this right now, I myself and Casey, we tried to start like 1,000 different businesses and failed, okay? It's not easy to be an entrepreneur. It's not easy to be a business owner. People will tell you it is. It's not. And that is like, I hate when people say, it's so easy, anyone can do this, just sign up or just do it right now. Hit me up in my DMs. It's so easy, I'll tell you how. It's not, guys. And most of, everyone in my network who have made it and they're successful, even some of my clients I've had this conversation with, or they'll bring it up. It's not easy. And, even these multi-million-dollar e-com brands that we work with that are our clients, they say it's not easy, and it's, they hate when people say it's easy, because it's not. When you're an entrepreneur, it's not all, glam. There is a hard part to it, okay? But I rather have those, few years in my life where it's hard rather than working 40 plus years for somebody else to make them rich, okay? So I just wanted to point that out. And before we step foot into the world of SMA, we tried nearly everything, like I mentioned. These are just a few of the big names that we did. Nothing was working, and we were frustrated, depressed, thought, why can't we figure anything out and make anything work? And we were kind of at the tipping point. So, retail arbitrage, day trading, affiliate marketing, drop shipping, just to name a few. Well, guess what? Nothing was truly working how we would like it to in order for us to be truly free. And then we saved up some money and invested into a private label product that we were selling on Amazon. Some of you probably heard of or have done Amazon FBA. Well, after a few failed products, lots and lots of obstacles, lots of errors on our part. We almost got sued. After all of that, we were finally having $30,000 months. So what it all boils down to is that we learned the hard way. Every business that we had, we were self-taught and had to learn every single aspect on our own. We ran into many obstacles and issues that could have been easily avoided, but because we didn't know, we had so many bumps in the road that actually slowed our success down, Plus, lots of money was lost. Not just cash lost, but opportunity was lost. And there was so much money we could have made if we learned everything quicker and smarter. By not learning the correct way, it actually slowed us down, and a lot of opportunity was just flushed down the drain with it. So that's truly one of our biggest regrets. Which leads me to one of my favorite quotes: any fool can learn from their own mistakes. A wise one learns from the mistakes of others. So, this training, I've definitely made it easy for you. I don't want you to have to learn the hard way like Casey and I did. After we had success with Amazon, Casey and I started planning, what was next, what our next business venture would be. And then that is when we stepped into SMMA. I quit my fairly new job at that luxury portrait studio I mentioned within like 4 months of working there. And then that's when I went 100% entrepreneur. I had no 9-to-5 job, no boss. It was just Casey and I trying to make this all work. But this time, we did something different than all of our other businesses. We found a mentor and invested in an online program teaching the foundations of starting a social media marketing agency. So I just want to go over a quick timeline. We landed our first paying client within 2 weeks of starting. And by 2.5 months, we were pulling in $10,000 in client retainers per month. $10,000 per month within only 2.5 months of us starting this business. We created a business from scratch and got it to generate $10,000 per month in only 2 months. Imagine that for you in only 2.5 months. Now, as some of you may know, if SMMA is not new to you, some entrepreneurs in the SMMA space, they hit that $10,000 per month milestone and they quit their agency and start selling an online course, teaching people to do what they did, but they only did it once. They hit that milestone and stopped. Social media marketing, it's evolving every single day, guys. So the concepts, the strategies, they're always changing. I personally wouldn't want to learn from an entrepreneur who doesn't even continue to do what they're teaching you. So after we hit our 10K per month mark, we didn't stop there. We didn't hit the $10,000 month just once and then lose, clients after that or lose the $10,000. No. By month 4, we were pulling in $20,000 in client retainers. So we doubled that. And my clients by 4 months into SMMA were paying me $20,000 per month total. And that's in client retainers. That's not even including my commissions from clients, okay? So now, real quick, before I forget, if you stay to the end of this free training, you're going to get 2 additional resources for you today. So besides everything you learned today during this training, you're going to also receive all of the slides from today. And the reason why is because I want you to focus on what I am saying rather than trying to hurry and write down every single slide that you see. I just want you to listen to me, to what I'm saying, and take notes on what I'm saying. And you guys are going to have all of these slides to go back to. I wish when I was in high school and college for those 2 years, my professors did this. Every time they give you a slideshow and they move so fast that they think that you can write crazy. No, don't worry about that today. I'm going to give you all the slides. And also the Facebook group post, searching for a media buyer. I'm going to give you my resource. I'm going to send it to you via Google Doc. That way you have it forever. And it's going to teach you and show you some of the best groups to post in, as well as what to say. We'll go over that and it'll make a little bit more sense after we get to that part. So, we have students of all ages, backgrounds, and locations. Myself and my students have clients worldwide, guys. I actually recommend you to communicate with clients completely remote via online meetings. I use Zoom or Skype, depends on the client. But I just want to let you know, guys, this works for everybody in all locations, all ages. It doesn't matter, okay? So, since we were just on the topic of other online business models that I failed at, let's talk profit. Who cares about revenue, right? Let's talk true profit. What I take home after all business expenses. So, SMMA has the potential to easily get roughly, I would say, 80 to 85% profit margins. So between 16,000 to 17,000 was hitting our bank account 4 months into starting this business. Okay, every single month, 16,000 to 17,000 in my bank account. And if you haven't been an entrepreneur for some time now, or maybe you haven't, but you just understand how it works, then you know that this is like some of the absolute best profit margins ever. Okay, there are huge corporations not even close to these profit margins and just barely keeping the business afloat, yet alone paying themselves. So drop shipping is about 25 to 30% usually, give or take. And there are some stores that are able to do higher profit margins, but it's very, very rare. So 25 to 30% profit margins is like the industry average. And Amazon FBA, selling private label products on Amazon, about 30 to 35% profit margins. Plus, you have to keep in mind there's lots of overhead, inventory to be purchased, Amazon fees, a lot of regulations, restrictions. It can be a very, very big headache. Again, I almost got sued. Casey and I, when we were doing Amazon FBA, we were literally this close to becoming, nothing. Like everything was going to fall apart. Again, I know all of this from personal experience, plus my whole network here in LA of close friends. They're all in these business models, okay? So we talk about this stuff all the time. So out of these 3 major online business models, SMMA has some of the best, if not the best, profit margins of an online business today. Of course, that's if it's done right. So if one or more of these describes you, then you need to stay and listen to this training. If you're an aware student, so students who know the traditional path of college education and employment is broken or not the right path for them, this training will show you how to build a 6-figure agency from scratch, okay? And trapped employees, so employees who are working 9-to-5 jobs, who feel trapped, who hate having a boss, who wants to, finally get out of the rat race. If you feel like a hamster on a wheel at Petco, those little hamsters you see running around in the wheel all day long, same thing over and over and over again, and you're tired of it, you must stay to the end, watch this training, listen to what I'm telling you, and make a change in your life. This training will show you how you can quit and work for yourself, okay? I quit my 9-to-5 job, guys. It was the best thing ever, okay? So I wanted to help you guys do the same. A kindapreneur, so people who are sold on entrepreneurship but just haven't found the right vehicle to commit to. So this training will cover the business model that is the easiest online business model to 6 figures with little to no experience, no huge upfront costs such as inventory, and the absolute best profit margins. This business model is for you. Or if you're simply a struggling agency owner, so people who already, they're already agency owners, but they're struggling to get clients consistently, keep clients, or scale their agency to 6 figures and beyond. Guess what, guys? I was all of those. All of these that I just mentioned, I was all of those. That is why I created this free training. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I could do it all on my own. I didn't realize there was another better road to take. This training is basically my replacement of college. And this training will save you months, even years of mistakes. So, let's go over some house rules, just a few. This is not a get rich quick type of thing. There is not a, there's no such thing in this online training. This is a legit business model that I'm about to teach you here today, and it's going to, help you build a real business. And I obviously cannot guarantee you will get the same results, because this, isn't a get rich quick. Success with this online training requires you to work on yourself. This is a journey, it's a process, and it does require a deep level of change within you. So you guys can't expect to reach $10,000 per month, $20,000 per month, $30,000 per month with a $1,000 per month mindset. Okay? But what I can guarantee is if you don't make a change, then you're obviously going to stay exactly where you are right now. And neither my results nor my students' results are typical. The people you will hear about in this training, and myself and Casey, dedicated, hardworking entrepreneurs who put in effort. We took action and actually implemented what was being taught. And the results you get are entirely reliant on you. Again, I want to be as transparent as possible. This training is not live. Guys, listen, I run a 6-figure online marketing agency. That's just one of my businesses, okay? I can't sit here every single day and do a live training with new people every single day. So this training is not live. It is recorded. So, if you go over to the chat, nobody's going to reply, okay? I'm not even going to see it. I just wanted to disclose that to you guys. This is not a live training. Just a reminder, you don't need to write everything down from these slides. Just listen to what I'm saying and take notes. You're going to get all these slides sent to your email to refer back to, all right? All right, so let's dive a bit deeper into what is this business model that I keep talking about. And if you're a complete beginner, I want to welcome you to the world of, drumroll please, SMMA. Maybe you have seen this before. Maybe today in this training is the very first time you are hearing about it. Well, SMMA stands for Social Media Marketing Agency. So, what is SMMA? First of all, let's make sure that you understand what social media marketing is. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Simply put, social media marketing is the process of gaining website traffic or attention through social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, the list goes on and on. So, social media marketing is the fastest growing trend in the history of the world. Okay, listen to that again. Social media is the fastest growing trend in the history of the world. And this sector has actually grown faster than the internet itself. Within the first 10 years of being publicly available, the internet actually managed to gather roughly 1 billion users. So social media marketing is literally like the new wave, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So why not use this massive platform, this massive audience to help businesses market to? That is exactly what I do for businesses, and this is exactly how I have built a 6-figure agency. So, social media marketing is now roughly $14.5 billion industry, and it's growing every single year. And traditional forms of marketing are becoming obsolete. I'm sure you already know this. So, radio, billboard, TV, magazines, mail flyers, nobody uses them anymore. Like, it's not even necessary. It's becoming obsolete, guys. The internet has made starting your own highly profitable business easier than ever before. If you wanted to do marketing, you needed a marketing degree or a MBA. Now, if you have an MBA, okay, so what? You're just a guy with an MBA or a girl with an MBA. You're just somebody with an MBA. Now, all you need is your laptop and a smartphone. Modern technology allows us to run a 6, 7, 8-figure business from home just with a laptop or smartphone, without any employees, no office building, or expensive overhead costs. Right now is the perfect time to start your own social media marketing agency. If this business model is so good, why don't I just keep it to myself then? And that's a fair question that I get asked all the time, and through my Instagram DMs, comments on my ads, things like that. It's a fair question. So my real passion is helping others, just like you. I never had someone to help me when I was struggling or when I was tired of the rat race. I had nobody, and I desperately wish I did have somebody. I made a promise that I would help others do what I do. I'm just a normal person, guys, just like you, who figured it all out. Now, I have students all over the world who are figuring it out as well. And second point is, there are way too many businesses all over the globe who need help. I'm only one person. Casey's only one person. I simply can't help them all directly. But in a way, get to help them indirectly by teaching students from all over the world to do what I do. It's pretty cool. So here's just a couple testimonials from students inside my program right now. Hey Mariah, just wanted to reach out and say me investing in your course has been the best decision I made towards my business goals this year. The value has helped me put momentum behind my brand. He said a screenshot. And these are the results I have got after immediately implementing your methods for ads. This is only Google. Haven't even touched Facebook or Instagram yet. Good job, guys. I was about to write up this whole thing, but this saved me a huge headache. I still have lots to add to it, but this is a great base. Best community/course I've ever invested in, worth 4 times what I paid. And that's from Skylar. Skylar's actually been in a bunch of courses for SMMA, so he's got a pretty solid background. And this one says the course has gone above and beyond. Thanks for providing so much value in each and every section. And this is Miranda, starting the course in Loving Blue. Haha, she's chilling. And she said, I'm only a couple videos in, but I've got to say so far I'm loving it. So beginner friendly, and I feel like other courses aren't. Now, let's take this a step further. Let's go over some of the types of services provided within a social media marketing agency. Facebook, Instagram ads, Google ads, SEO, social media management, email marketing, funnel building, website design, influencer marketing, content creation, graphic custom graphics, things like that. Just to name a few of the well-known services, I could go on and on. Really, anything that has to do with marketing, you can provide inside your agency. So my service list, and also most other social media marketing agencies' service lists, includes Facebook, Instagram ads, and social media management. And I guess you could say content creation, but I kind of provide it as kind of like a sub-service with Facebook, Instagram ads, and social media management. So if a business needs custom content to use for ads or to post on social media accounts, like custom graphics, content with text overlay, little things like that, then we can do it. Now, my service list, it isn't massive. I know that. Yet, providing these two main services, Facebook and Instagram ads, and social media management, I've been able to build a 6-figure agency from scratch. No fancy degree, no internship at any fancy marketing firm, nothing. Pretty cool, right? So I am almost certain you have seen sponsored posts while scrolling down your Facebook feed or your Instagram feed, or even while watching stories. Well, that is what we do. That's the main service that we provide within our agency. It's what we specialize in, and it's officially known as paid traffic. So paying to send traffic to an e-commerce website, or paying to get leads for a local business like a gym or a restaurant. So you're paying to send that traffic to that business, whether it's online or a local business. It doesn't matter how you send that traffic. It may be via Facebook, Instagram ads like I do, or it may be ads on Google, ads on YouTube, ads on Snapchat, ads on Pinterest. The list goes on and on, like I said. And another service we provide within our social media marketing agency is social media management. And it's a lot smaller of a service in terms of workload, and it's a smaller service fee as well. But businesses actually pay to have someone manage their social media accounts like Instagram. So creating a content schedule, posting on their accounts, managing, responding to DMs and comments, all the aspects of just every day to day, task of an Instagram account. So lots of you may do it on a daily basis for your own accounts. Well, yes, you can actually make a legit business and get brands to pay you to manage their accounts. And the cool thing about offering both of these services, Facebook ads and social media management, is that you can use social media management as both an upsell and a downsell. So let's say you sign a client for Facebook ads, you can upsell them to add on social media management as well. And if you can't sign them for Facebook ads because it's too expensive or something for them, you can always offer as a downsell of social media management. It works really great. So what I have come to figure out is that without my services, my clients would be cutting their monthly revenue in half. And, that's being nice. Sometimes it's even worse than that. That's how powerful these services, mainly Facebook, Instagram ads, that's how powerful it is, okay? And guess what? Businesses will pay you good money for these services. And here on the right, you can see my client retainer screenshots coming in. This week alone, we actually generated nearly $19,000 in revenue for the agency. That was in like 1 week, you guys, okay? And all of these screenshots I have here, I wanted them to be recent so you can see that I still actually do this. I still have my agency. And I don't just have any old agency, I have a successful agency. Not just some agency pulling in a couple thousand a month. I'm pulling in big numbers, 19,000 in 1 week. Just because I wanted to start teaching others how to do what I do, it doesn't mean that I stop doing what I teach. Remember that, because there aren't many out there who can say that truthfully like I can. And here are a few other screenshots. These were actually while I was on a 2.5 week vacation in New York City. I was getting paid by clients while out and about doing touristy stuff in New York. Pretty awesome feeling being at the Statue of Liberty or in Times Square eating a nice lunch or dinner while getting client retainer notifications on my phone. So you can see Wednesday, July 24th, $4,000 made. Thursday, July 25th, $2,000 made. So that's $6,000 in 2 days on my vacation in New York City. This was actually a brand new client, one of them, and we onboarded them while in New York as well. Doesn't get much better than this for no degree, no boss, no clocking in and out, location independent. I can literally be anywhere in the world and still run a 6-figure business from my laptop and my phone. And I've been lucky enough to teach thousands of students from all over the world how to do exactly the same thing that I do. Here's my YouTube channel. You guys can check me out if you want. I'm not as active on here as I would like to be. And the reason why is because I was putting all my time and energy into my agency and also into my course. Okay? But you guys can go check out some of my videos, and I plan on uploading a lot more coming up. And here's my Instagram. And also, I have a free Facebook group that you guys can go ahead and join. It's called SMMA with Mariah Miller. Go ahead and join it. It's a free group that I created not too long ago. Now, moving on, how social media marketing changed my life forever. Social media marketing literally changed my life forever, and here are some reasons how. I set my own schedule, work when I want, and work on what I want when I want. My effort directly increases my income, and I am able to travel anytime and work from anywhere. And most importantly, I can finally afford to travel wherever I want, whenever I want, without traveling on a budget. And I no longer stress about going out for dinner, paying bills, buying new clothes, buying new shoes, buying new electronics, going to events, movies, entertainment. I swipe my card and I don't think twice about it. And I know I will never have to go back to a 9-to-5 job and have a boss for the rest of my life. I know I will be able to support my family and my future family without them ever having to worry about money or see their parents stressing about money. And I feel like I finally have full control over my life and my future. So this is me. Remember I told you that I used to work at Nissan. This is me on the left, working at Nissan. I was actually in a GTR in the top picture, selling it to somebody. And then now, it's just crazy. It blows my mind. I can't even put it into words, but now I have my own GTR. It's crazy, okay? And I'm my own boss. I have employees, and I have a team. Not employees. I have a team, and I get to work from anywhere in the world as long as I have my laptop. Okay, so it's just crazy how things can change so quickly if it's done right. And then inside of this, I'm going to teach you guys the best way to do it right. So I want you to imagine yourself in 6 to 12 months from now. So this is you right now and you in 6 months, okay? So imagine you have multiple clients consistently paying you $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 plus every single month. You only work a few focused hours a week on your agency, and you don't stress about money, rent, bills. You can do more of what you're passionate about. Maybe it's travel. Maybe you're into cars, taking family out for dinner. What would that, would that change things for you? I want you to think about that. So you're probably wondering why a business would pay you thousands of dollars every single month. Well, it's actually rather simple. Businesses will pay you to bring them more customers. You bring them more customers, you make them more money. It's simple. So I want to go ahead and start talking about how to determine your service fee, how much you should charge these businesses, okay? So go ahead and pay very close attention. So a local business, LTV is what we're going to use, which is lifetime value. So how much the customer or member pays that business per month times how many months that customer or member stays with the business on average. So let's go ahead and use a gym membership as an example. How much the customer or member pays that gym every single month is $50. Now we're going to multiply that by how many months a customer or member stays with that gym. And on average for a gym, it's 12 months, usually because you're stuck inside a contract and people just, wait out the contract. So one customer to a gym, to this specific gym, is worth $600, okay? Now, one customer is worth $600 to that business. 5 customers are worth $3,000 to that business. 10 customers are worth $6,000 to that business. 15 customers are worth $9,000 to that business, and 20 customers are worth $12,000 to that business. So let's just take between 10 and 20. So 10 customers, 6,000, 20 customers, 12,000. We'll say 9,000 is the average. So you think you can get them 15 new customers per month, and you want to get them at least a 2 times return on investment. So remember, 15 new customers is about $9,000 per month. So anything over a 2x ROI will be even better, but let's just aim for 2x. Okay, so 15 customers are worth $9,000 to that business. So we're going to take $9,000, divide that by 2. You're going to get $4,500. Okay, that's the service fee plus ad spend. And then say we want to get them even better results. We want to aim for a 3 times ROI. We're going to say 9,000 divided by 3 equals 3,000. That would be service fee plus ad spend, okay? So Real quick before I go over that, I just wanted to say that you are pricing based on value. So you're not just doing any cookie cutter pricing. It's actually based on value and you can prove it. So using LTV, it's justifiable. You literally can pull out your calculator and do the math with them. You're going to bring them $9,000 and you're going to get them 2 times their investment. You're only going to charge them $4,500, okay? So you can literally prove it. It's not like a cookie cutter pricing where every single business that you go to, it's just automatically $5,000. You don't justify it or explain why. With this pricing method, the structure using LTV, it's justifiable and you can actually show the value behind it, okay? Now, this business model requires no upfront investment, no previous digital or local marketing experience, no sales experience, no business entrepreneurship experience at all, okay? Now, the perfect team. Let's go ahead and start talking about building a badass team for your agency. Now, the $1 million question is, how am I supposed to have the credibility to charge what I'm worth if I have no experience, no results, no case studies to show for? And the goal is that you are a business owner, not a freelancer. So what I urge you to do is work on the business, not in the business. The goal, again, is that you are a business owner, not a freelancer. And what I always say is, you will not see Jeff Bezos down at an Amazon warehouse packaging boxes and shipping them out, right? He's not going to do that. He's working on the business. He's not working in the business. He's not working in the warehouses, okay? So work on your business, not in the business, as much as possible. And that's the true key to a successful business. So remember, you're not here to be a freelancer. This is not how I teach this business model, okay? And number 2, don't deliver the service yourself. Number 3, you are an agency owner. Remember those 3 things and you're golden. So as a business owner, you should be focusing on high level moves only that, move the business forward. If you try to do everything on your own, you're going to risk losing clients because you can't do everything on your own. You can't deliver great results. They're going to leave. So your client retention is going to go down. It's super, super important to keep these clients, okay? And you're more likely to chase bad clients for like extremely low monthly retainers because that's all you can get your hands on, and you'll feel desperate, right? So this is the method I always suggest, especially for beginners, is build a rockstar team before prospecting and outreaching to potential clients. Your team is a part of this system that makes everything flow smoothly in the right direction. And my biggest tips to my students, especially beginners, is to build a badass team before you start prospecting and outreaching to potential clients. Now, let me tell you why. If you have a team in place before you start prospecting and outreaching and you are a beginner, this method will help you achieve a couple different things. Confidence. When you go into meetings with potential clients, you know that if you sign that client right now, you have someone who the work can be handed to right off the bat, and the work can get started on right away by someone who is an expert. Rather than signing a new client, you dealing with the onboarding of that new client at the same time while you're trying to figure out a team member to take on, and onboarding the team member and interviewing the team member, doing the service delivery for that new client, the interviewing process, and all that. It's a lot of work, okay? And you don't want to wait to the very last minute. So if you wait to the last minute to build your team, it's going to be the biggest headache you will ever have. Plus, you will have this new client over your shoulder wondering what the heck is going on. And actually, I take that back. If you are landing new clients and know nothing about Facebook ads, but you plan on doing the service delivery for that client and learning as you go, that will be the biggest headache. And both of these, both of these headaches that I just mentioned are the absolute wrong way to go about this. So if that is something you are doing or plan on doing, take my expert advice, please. I've been there, I've done that. Please don't do it. Build your team first. Trust me. Now that you have your team in place, you don't have to stress about what, you're going to do if the potential client says that 3-letter word to you. Yes, let's get started. So less stress is on your end. Now, another thing, once you have your team in place, before prospecting and outreaching, you should be leveraging your team results. So maybe you're a beginner and personally never have done Facebook ads. But because you have a team in place of experts who have done Facebook ads, your team's results now become your agency's results. You can leverage their results, show their results during discovery meetings to help close new clients. Because of this, you are now much more confident in your service, and you can literally charge what you are actually worth. And your team, they'll be more than happy to share their results with you because you will be closing more clients, which leads to you passing more work to them. It's truly a win-win for everyone. Your contractor is happy to focus on just the service delivery aspect. That is what they're good at. They don't want to, worry about communicating with the client, admin tasks, sales, and just general day-to-day operation stuff. And this is like the biggest objection I always get people hitting me up in my DMs about. They are beginners and know nothing about Facebook ads or social media marketing in general, or, even just managing social media accounts. Okay, well, I just demolished that objection. That's no longer an excuse. This is what having a business is all about, and this is how you separate yourself. This is exactly how you make the transition from being a freelancer to being an actual agency owner, a business owner. Okay, that is the goal here, guys. So, one last thing, another benefit of having a team in place is that it will help you scale. If you're doing everything on your own, the prospecting, the outreach, the follow-ups, the meetings, the onboarding, the service delivery, the communication, and so on, you are spreading yourself too thin, my friends, and you're preventing your agency from scaling. And scaling meaning growing, like increasing your monthly revenue. So having better systems of automation in place, things like that. And this is why having a team in place is crucial to your agency's success and growth. You cannot and you should not do this alone. Do it the correct way. Set up your agency, for the future, for long term, by building a team which will help you scale a lot more efficiently and a lot more faster than doing it alone. This is not a one-man band, okay, guys? Now, the best part is you can still learn the service through your team member. So say you really truly want to learn Facebook ads, okay, you still can. And it's actually even better because it's actually hands-on material from an expert, and you're getting paid while you're learning. Okay, so your client's paying you, you're paying your team member's doing all the work, and you're learning from your team member, okay? So, it's the best part. It doesn't get any better than that, okay? So if you're truly stuck up on, learning Facebook ads and wanting to do Facebook ads, just get your team member in place and learn from them over time. It's going to be the best way. Now, where can we find these rockstar team members that I'm talking about? Facebook groups. Now, there are Facebook groups for everything. Make sure to join active groups. You don't want to get into a group who hasn't posted in a few months. And I'd say at least 1,000 members. Just make a short post that you're looking for a media buyer to manage Facebook ads, or a social media manager to manage accounts, whatever it is that you're looking for. You can find very talented individuals inside these groups. And if you remember a little bit ago, I said that I was going to be giving you a Facebook post to find a media buyer. This is where that comes into play. Ad buyer job boards, ecom empire, social media managers. There's literally a group for everything. The first two were like the best ones for finding a media buyer. And Upwork. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with Upwork. It's a huge worldwide platform to find freelancers to grow your team. Make your job posting here long and more descriptive than the Facebook post. Okay, so Upwork, you want it to be a little bit longer of a post, more descriptive, more detail, and you're gonna have to go through interviews just like you would through Facebook groups. Just Upwork, it might be a lot more people who aren't as good as English. Okay, so you really have to filter through and find the right person to fit you and your agency. And also your personal network. So you're gonna want to make a post that you're looking for a X specialist, so a Facebook ad specialist or a social media specialist on your social media. So your own personal Instagram stories, Facebook posts, etc. All right, so the interviewing process. We're going to find the best contractors to interview by sending all applicants through a screening process. So either Typeform, which is paid, Google Form is free, Google Doc is free, some sort of interviewing screening process where you can see and get to know a little bit more about them before actually hopping on a call with them. And then you're going to want to get to know them. So you must hop on a call with them, preferably face-to-face via Zoom or Skype call, before you choose to take them onto your team. Okay, so it's a must to hop on a call with them. Whether it's face-to-face or it's just audio, I prefer face-to-face, but it's completely up to you. And you're going to want to set clearly defined expectations, communication, payment, work days, all that stuff that could lead to an argument later down the road. All right, so now that we know about the perfect team, let's go ahead and talk about the perfect client. Now, there's a good client and there's a bad client. Good clients, proven winning products. So a product that's already validated, you already know that it's a winning product and it's making money. They're easy to get results for, and it takes minimal time and work to get the results. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about bad clients. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Bad clients, they don't have any proven winning products yet. They're hard to get results for, and it takes max amounts of time and work to get the results for them. And also, if they're tight on budget, they're concerned about the price, the service fee, the ad spend, little things like that are keys that it's not going to be a great partnership. And you're going to want to stay away from startups, businesses that are just starting. You know, they don't have the proven products. They don't have the budget. So startups are not the best idea. And I know people think that because they are a beginner at SMMA that they should go for startups because, you know, they think that it aligns, right? I even had some students on my one-on-one mentorship program who were taking startups, and I, had to sit down and tell them it's not the best decision. And they were saying, it's because they feel like they're a startup themselves and all that stuff. So you just have to get out of that mentality, okay? You want to stay away from startups. You guys can literally build a 6-figure agency and not know much about Facebook ads if that's a service that you plan on providing. And the reason why is because I told you we are building your team first, okay? So don't think that you are a startup yourself. You have to get out of that mentality. It's all about mindset, okay? And putting the right systems and processes in place as I'm teaching you here. Now, you're also going to want to stay away from struggling, depressed businesses. So businesses who are struggling, they can't make ends meet. You're going to run into problems like with budget. They're not going to be able to pay the service fee, the ad spend. You're going to be tight for ad spend, and it's just not going to be fun. And SMMA and having this business, it's fun. In my opinion, it is a very fun business because you get to interact with some very awesome brands. So trust me, you don't want to be around struggling or depressed businesses. It's just going to make your life a lot harder. So some things to look for great customer reviews, strong ability to close leads or customers, profitable, businesses you don't need to necessarily sell to. So I know a lot of people are like very big on hard selling to these businesses, and I don't think that's the case. An objection that I get from people who send me DMs who are interested in what I do, they just think that they can't do it because they don't know how to sell. And I always tell them, it's not about selling these brands like a hard sell. You don't need to force them to invest in you. You're going to show them the reasons why they're missing out if they don't invest in you. Okay? So, if you're scared because you don't think that you are a good salesman or woman, don't be, because we want to work with businesses that you don't need to hard sell to. They just are ready to invest into your business, and they're out there. We just have to find them. Okay. And also, they're already spending money on marketing. This is key. I know a lot of people, they, when they're prospecting and they're looking and researching these brands and they see that they're already doing Facebook ads, they just quit right there. They stop, they call that lead a dead lead. I don't think that's the way to go about that either. If they're already spending money on Facebook ads, that is like literally one of the perfect client attributes. They're already willing to invest money into Facebook ads. They already know the power of Facebook ads. They have the budget to spend on Facebook ads. So why run away from those people? And most of my clients within my agency, Kasaya Media, they are all spending money on Facebook ads already. And some of them are even spending money on Facebook ads and they're doing it correctly. They just don't want to do it anymore. They want it taken off their plate by someone like us who are experts in Facebook ads, and they can just pass us the work and know it's going to get done correctly. And they just want to step back and put their attention somewhere else in their business. So we have a lot of clients like that as well. So just because they are already doing Facebook ads, please don't call them a dead lead. If anything, that's like a hot lead. Okay, so keep that in mind. Go ahead, write that down as well so you remember. And also, we're looking for smart business owners who are committed to grow. Now, within local businesses, I found business owners, they are not as willing to invest into digital marketing as much so as e-commerce. And of course, e-commerce, it depends on online marketing because e-com is online stores. So that makes sense. But like if you're looking for local businesses to work with local businesses, you need to find the smart business owners who are committed to actual growth. Okay. And what I mean by this is a lot of like mom and pop restaurants or gyms, dentists who have like a little private office, they're just perfectly fine and they're, stuck in their ways. They are not looking to grow. Those people, in my opinion, are not really business owners, okay? Because if you're a business owner, you are always looking to grow. You're always looking to become better. So you guys need to find these smart business owners who are committed to grow. They're looking to be better and make more money, all right? So some of the best niches, and this is all from personal experience as well as what my students have done and just a bunch of market research on my end as well. So some of the best niches: fitness, so gyms, CrossFit, personal training, those are super, super huge niches to get into. They are easy to get results for. However, it might be harder to get them on board. The reason why I say that is because they are a local business, and like I said, they're all caught up in their own way. So you just have to show them the value, and there's plenty of value to be shown. You have to show them the value of Facebook ads, okay? And also health niche. So, for example, chiropractors, dentists, spas, plastic surgeons. These are all very great niches to get into. Of course, there's other niches out there, real estate, restaurants. I would say real estate would be another best niche. It's just a lot harder to get results for, and not necessarily get results for, but it's a lot harder of a niche as far as getting the client in that system, because there's a lot that goes into it as far as when a lead comes through, you want to have a automation for that email sequence, and then you want the lead to go straight to the real estate agent's phone so they can call them, text them, do whatever they have to do. It's just a lot faster pace of a niche. And here's where it ties into right here. So some of the best niches that are a bit harder, like I was saying, real estate agents, and then also influencers, celebrities, e-commerce, info products, car dealerships, even jewelers. So these are still considered best niches, in my opinion. However, they are a bit harder, okay? Especially online, so e-commerce and info products. So now that we know how to build a perfect team and how to find the perfect client, let's just go ahead and talk about the prospecting phase, because this is the next step. So you're going to need to compile a directory of prospects. So for a local business, it's easier. You can use things like Yelp, Google, Zillow Agent Finder for like real estate agents, which is awesome, etc. Things like that. Now, e-commerce, it's a bit different. There's not like quote unquote a directory of e-com brands in a way. There are some cool little tools online that you could use. But the best ones, in my opinion, are Instagram, Facebook, and Upwork. Upwork is amazing for e-commerce, finding potential clients for Facebook ads and also social media management. And Instagram, Facebook, great for finding brands, because if you're on Instagram and Facebook, you're already out there. You are already invested into social media, so it's easier to convert them for marketing. So now the second thing would be to qualify these prospects. So what makes a prospect qualified for your service? We went over this a couple slides back, so make sure to refer to that. And also for e-com, you will have to get creative. So you can build your own directory, like I mentioned, by using like savvy search techniques and social media, like the suggested account drop-down menu. You can also buy directories from data companies, or you could even hire a VA from Upwork to build your own directory from scratch for you. So those are just some tips as far as e-com goes. And then we're going to find a person of contact. So the owner, the founder, CEO, marketing director, those are the best ones. And then you're going to want to find and verify their contact information. And then to find the owner's name, you can just look at reviews on Yelp, Google, Facebook, maybe even their website, like About Us page usually has like the founding members or like a story about them. So try to reach out to those guys. Also, depending on how you plan to contact this person, there's different ways to go about it. So once you have their name, you can go to the website or LinkedIn profile, and you can actually use an extension like Scrap, or I think it's spelled snov.io. Is another one, and also rocketreach.io. If you plan on calling the business, which I don't consider the best, most effective way of outreach, I'm all about atypical outreach methods that, people aren't really teaching as much so as cold calling and cold emailing. But it does work for some. I know people who will kill it with cold calling. It just depends on you and what you're good at. But Instagram DM, message them on Facebook. There's plenty of other ways. And then number 5, get to know the brand. This is where personalization really comes into play, guys. So you have to get to know the brand. Do your research, do your homework, find articles on that brand, find out information about the owner. Maybe you guys have something in common. Maybe the owner, you found them on Facebook, or you found an article or a podcast about them. listen to it, read it, do whatever you have to do your homework, and you don't have to spend so much time on this. Just find like one little thing about them that really shows that you've done your homework and you got to know the brand, and it's a personalized outreach. You're not just sending them a copy paste message, okay? So just find one little thing about the brand or the owner, the founder, CEO, whoever it is that you found contact information for, and make your outreach personalized. I just want to take a short moment to ask you if you're enjoying the free training so far. Now, as you know, this training is just the top part of the glacier. This is not me giving you guys 100% of my secrets away, because obviously this is one video and I can only fit so much into this one video. How many clients to reach 6 figures? So how many clients does it really take for you to reach a 6-figure agency? Now, remember when you guys were younger, those games in school where you were guessing how many gumballs are in a jar? Well, there's no guessing with this. So let's go over the actual math. So, how many clients to reach 6 figures? 6 figures equals $100,000, and then $100,000 divided by 12, because there's 12 months in a year, is $8,333.33 to be exact. And that is minimum per month required to become a 6-figure agency. So all you need to reach 6 figures is 6 clients at $1,500 per month, or 4 clients at $2,083 per month, or 2 clients at $4,166 per month. And guys, like I mentioned, it is so easy for these businesses to invest into your service because you're going to bring them so much more money in return. And as you can see, these are notifications from my clients, so my client retainers. This is my phone. There's Casey and I in the background. And these are all recent screenshots. Wednesday, July 24th, Thursday, July 25th. So these are very recent screenshots, and these businesses are going to pay you big. All you have to do is show them the value and explain and make them want to choose you, okay? And like you can see, $4,000, $2,000, $7,000, $1,000, $2,000. These are all notifications from my clients. 6 figures is not something that should be like an impossible reach for you guys. I teach you guys exactly how I did it. Okay, so you guys have all the tools and necessary information in order to do exactly what I did. As you can see, another payment, $4,000. And there is right down here on the bottom left, you can see a list of all my payments for the month of August 2019. And you see $500, $800, $4,000, $2,000, $800, $500. This is all just in not even a full month. This is a half of a month, guys. August 6, 2019 was a $8,100 invoice client retainer. Another $4,000 client retainer. This was September 10th. These are like, it's just crazy to me because could you imagine receiving these notifications on your phone? Like, these are the best notifications ever. Forget Instagram notifications, forget Facebook notifications, forget, Netflix notifications, whatever it is that you're getting on your phone. I want you to have these notifications on your phone. These are the best notifications ever, and I can't explain how happy it makes you when you're out and about doing whatever you're doing and you get these notifications. You're getting paid while you're doing your, just random things. Maybe you're working, maybe you're at a movie theater, maybe you're traveling Europe, maybe you're, at Disney World, whatever it is. It's just an awesome feeling, and I want this feeling for you guys because, like I said, I was in your spot and I was in your position. I was working a 9-to-5. I hated it. I was a college student. I hated it. That's why I dropped out and I actually took action, and look at me now. So here's some more payments. I just wanted to put as many payments on here as possible, without overwhelming you guys, to show that I actually still do this and it is possible to become a 6-figure agency with clients who are willing to pay this much for your services. $8,000? Come on, guys. And that was in August 6, 2019, my monthly client retainer from that person. And this one, $10,000 per month. This is one client, guys. So $10,000 per month, $2,000 per month, $4,000 per month. These are continuous automatic payments from my clients. And as you can see, that they're automatic payments is because they're all charged at 12 a.m., so midnight, every single day that the payment is due. It's reoccurring just like a Netflix subscription. All right. So here's some more. It keeps going, guys. All right, so let me go ahead and ask you, are you ready to be making 6 figures? I hope that the answer is yes. Now, the last step is to take action. You have 2 options. Option number 1 is go at it alone, throw away tens of thousands of dollars in opportunity costs, spend 1 to 2 years trying to figure this out, and continue on the same path you have been on. And like I said at the beginning of this is Casey and I's biggest regret. We did option number 1 for the longest time, and it slowed down our success and within our businesses, our multiple online businesses. It was horrible, and it is our biggest regret. I do not suggest going at it alone. The reason why I found such fast success with SMMA is because I didn't go at it alone. Remember, I actually did something different, and I invested into a mentor and a course. So number 2 is to save yourself the time and headache, learn from a proven system, get me and Casey, so you get 2 of us, as your mentor, and you have the opportunity to finally reach a 6-figure income. So guys, introducing Agency Takeoff, and this is my online education course that just released, and this is kind of what it looks like inside the dashboard once you log in. Tons of videos inside. I've even had my video editor who specializes in course videos. He told me that this is like crazy long, like the longest course he's ever had to edit. And he said, and the biggest thing is, yes, this was the longest course I've ever had to edit, but it's the most valuable course I've ever edited. My video editor was taking notes as he was editing the videos. So that just speaks for itself, guys. And I've had tons of feedback. Casey and I inside our private mastermind group. There's a bunch on my Instagram as well that you guys can check out. And what is Agency Takeoff? So it's an A to Z online education program that goes into everything you need to start and scale your own social media marketing agency, just like I did. And there's over 140 training videos, plus there's templates, scripts, structures, Google Doc resources, Google Sheet resources, so that you can shortcut your success by implementing exactly what I do within my own agency today. So I literally give you all of my agency's documents, so that way you guys can create an agency faster than I did. So it kind of like speeds up your process, because I've been through a lot of trial and error, and I've, saw what worked, what doesn't work, killed what doesn't work, and just scaled what does work. So I already have been there and done that, and I teach you guys what is working for me. Rather than teaching you my mistakes, I'm just going to teach you guys what you should do. And, I'm going to tell you my mistakes along the way, so hopefully you guys don't do it. Plus, there's live Q&A calls with myself and Casey, and a private Facebook mastermind community of like-minded individuals who are on the same journey as you. And this program has everything you need. If you're a beginner, I teach you everything from scratch. It's an A to Z online education program. It's very, very beginner friendly, and it also covers more advanced methods and techniques for already developed agencies who are looking to scale. And I give you all of my agency's secrets, like I mentioned, the systems, the resources, and documents. That way you guys can get your agency started ASAP. First step, like I said, is to build agency foundations. Find the perfect clients, get meetings at will, have businesses begging to work with your agency, and generate great results for your clients. All of this is taught inside Agency Takeoff. So it's truly a proven process. I am only one of many successful agency owners in the US. Well, actually in the world. There's tons, and it is a proven process. It works, and it works very, very well if done correctly. So, how helpful would it be if, while building your agency, you had the ability to reach out at any time to a mentor who's already been there, done that, where you are at right now, and has succeeded at building a successful agency? How much do you think your chances of succeeding would go up if anytime you ever faced a challenge or you had a question, maybe your client is freaking out and you just needed some help, and you were able to actually reach out to someone who's already faced that exact problem, challenge, question, and then you could reach out to them and ask them for help? That is what you get inside Agency Takeoff, plus live Q&A/mentorship session. So you have access to the whole entire private Facebook mastermind group just for people inside Agency Takeoff, where you can ask all your questions. You can, meet other students. You guys can pair up, be accountability partners. You can practice your scripts together and your sales, things like that. And the live Q&A calls, you also get the recording. So if you are just now joining, you can still go back and you guys have access to the previous live Q&A calls at any time. All right. And here's just a couple screenshots of actual students. You guys can go ahead and reach out to them if you feel it's needed. But these are actual screenshots from students inside Agency Takeoff. Skylar says, "Great SMMA course for the price and value. It's insane. Everyone else's course just barely touches Facebook ads. Good job." And then he asked for more case studies, which we've already put tons more case studies inside the course as well. Because inside our course, we actually do case studies on our clients and showing you our actual ad accounts. Nobody ever is doing this inside courses nowadays. They're just not that transparent. Casey and I are very transparent. And then Valeria says, "Hi guys, this course is so valuable, the best and very practical." Layla says, "Also, you created an amazing course, and I hope you are so proud of yourself. This is the most thorough course I have ever taken. Don't even have a question to ask so far." Razvan says, "I am so happy to be here. Really, when I enter every time this group, I get such a good vibe. Lovely people inside Alert, and everybody is super friendly." And then here's some more. Josh says, "Mariah," and he says, he actually tagged me, "is amazing, and you need to buy her course. If this comment gets deleted, it's because they know her course is amazing and it should not be known." I said, "Thanks, Josh. Don't want to promote much in here because, it's not my group." But yes, very in detail training on Facebook ads, specifically e-com. Josh says, "It's insane." And then Seth says, he's actually in the group as well, "I can agree with that. Her course is pretty good." And then Josh said, "Not pretty good, freaking amazing." So this was in a totally different group. Somebody was just asking help for recommendations as far as courses and teachings on Facebook ads. And Josh popped in, and then Seth popped in. And these are actual students inside my course. And then here's another one. He says, "Hey, Mariah. Just wanted to reach out and say, me investing in your course has been the best decision I made towards my business goals this year. The value has really helped me put the momentum behind my brand." So he's sent some screenshots because he was actually doing Google ads for clients, and he implemented what Casey and I were teaching for Facebook ads to his Google ads and was getting killer results. So he says, These are the results I have got after immediately implementing your methods for ads. This is only Google, haven't even touched Facebook or Instagram yet. So he's doing awesome already. And then my friend Daniel in my mentorship program, he closed a $2,000 per month client within only a month. Actually, it was less than a month of us working together. And so he was just super excited because he was struggling. He had a couple little local businesses. He's actually in Germany. So he had a couple local businesses who were only paying him like $500 per month. So for him to finally get a $2,000 per month client, he was just super stoked. And then on the left, this is a message between Casey, my business partner, and Adam, a student. Hey, how did the meeting with that ecom brand go? Just got off the meeting with them, and I actually just got them to sign the contract and pay the invoice. That's awesome. How much did you sign them for? And for 3 months agreement, right? And then Adam sent the picture of the $7,000 that he just got from the client who paid the invoice. He said, yes, just signed for them for the 90-day program like you taught me. I can't believe I got a client in less than a month. You and Mariah are amazing, and I'm already working on another client right now. And then Casey said, damn, $7,000? That's awesome, bro. I knew you would do it. Just keep going. And then Skylar, he said, best course so far, and I've watched about 6 courses on SMMA. So he can totally vouch for Agency Takeoff. He's watched 6 different SMMA courses. And then Miranda says, starting the course and loving Blue. And I said, haha, she's chilling. Miranda said, I'm only a couple vids in, but I've got to say, so far, I'm loving it. It's so beginner friendly, and I feel like other courses aren't. And like I said a bit earlier, this training is just the top part of the glacier, guys. This is not me giving 100% of my secrets away because obviously I can only fit so much into one video. So within Agency Takeoff, once you enroll, you get full, immediate, and lifetime access. And over the span of 25 hours plus, it's about 140 plus videos, Agency Takeoff has training that covers every single aspect of building and scaling an agency. So building a rockstar team, unique prospecting and outreach methods, signing new clients, onboarding clients and onboarding team members, invoicing, contracts, interviewing potential new team members. The course literally covers it all and then some. And it's in-depth, step-by-step training. We go over Facebook ads as well. There is actually multiple modules with 10 plus videos in it just about Facebook ads. And the exact templates, scripts, and structures that we use within our agency today. You can literally copy paste to start implementing them within your own agency as soon as possible, and these resources alone are worth more than the entire course. So lots of time and testing have been put into the resources within our own agency first before releasing it inside the course. So everything is tested as far as like concept goes. It's tested by us, and then we release it to you guys so that way you guys have something that is proven to work. So yeah, you guys get every single one of my agency's documents and systems. Plus in-depth Facebook ad training. So even though we advocate for building a rockstar team and having your team members managing service delivery, we still go very hard on Facebook ad training. And we actually show you our exact Facebook scaling methods that we use for our current clients. We've gone over Q4 plans that we plan on doing this year. All kinds of things that, people really don't talk about in an SMMA course. We just went a step further and decided we wanted to explain it and teach you guys. And we also have a beginner module as well. So it goes over the basics such as like vocabulary, setting up your BM, little things like that. So these exact Facebook strategies that we go over have helped us to generate over $1 million in the first 6 months of 2019 for just one client alone. $1 million in 6 months. and that's for one client alone, and that was this year. So yeah, we show you real-time screen shares into some of our client ad accounts and case studies, and we show you exactly what is working and what isn't working. There's just a bunch of stuff that we go over. You guys can see everything on the actual course breakdown. And we also have a private Facebook mastermind group. We have a group of, it's just available to students who are enrolled into Agency Takeoff. Casey and myself are both active inside the group, and there's also students who are also enrolled into the course who are inside the private Facebook group who will help answer your questions as well. They have similar aspirations and goals, and they're facing the same challenges, so you guys can really connect with each other and motivate each other. People in that group will really keep you accountable. So let's just go ahead and break down what was covered and what's inside Agency Takeoff. So over 25 hours of video training, over 140 plus videos, $2,000 value. And guys, just so you know, these aren't just some random numbers that I threw up here. These are actual numbers, value that people will pay me this for each individual thing. And people have paid me for each individual thing this price or more. So moving on, in-depth Facebook ads training with a strong focus on e-com, and that is valued at $997, which is so undervalued. But for this purpose, I really just wanted to break it down for you guys as little and simple as possible. So next is 1 million in 6 months, our case study, plus the ad account is shown, which is a $597 value. Hands-on approach with screen shares is a $697 value. Copy and paste templates and scripts, $500 value. Lifetime access to the course and all of the course updates, which is a $497 value. And private Facebook mastermind group, $650. Live Q&A calls, $997. And this is all together valued at $6,935. And this would honestly be an absolute steal at $6,935. The average four-year public college education roughly cost $57,000. But let's just come back down to earth here. There was a time when I was lost and struggling. I told you about it at the beginning of this training. And I wouldn't be able to afford $6,000, nearly $7,000, even if it was a freaking steal of a deal. I wouldn't have been able to afford it at that time. And I understand a lot of you guys are in that position. But, I did something to change that. And I took action and I invested in myself. And for you today, since you stayed to the end of this video, I want to do something for you. So, Agency Takeoff valued at $6,935. I'm going to take that and put a big X through it, okay? So forget about that price. But because you stayed till the end of this free training, I want to do something for you. So go ahead, X out that last $7,000 value, and I want to offer you the everyday price of $797. Okay, so this is the everyday price. If you go through my Instagram link, if you search in Google, if you use the link in my YouTube description, then you will be charged the everyday price of $797. Right here, $797 is the everyday price. If you go through any type of search or Instagram link, you know what? Hold on. Let me just show you real quick. One sec. Let me exit out of this. Okay. So if you go through Instagram and you go to my profile, Mariah Miller, and you click this link in my bio, enroll in Agency Takeoff, you're going to see the everyday value of $797, okay? And that is for anybody who goes through my Instagram link, anyone who goes through my YouTube link. If you even just type in Google Agency Takeoff or Mariah Miller and you find the course enrollment page, you're going to pay $797, Okay? This is not a lie. It's not any type of marketing scheme or anything like that. Honestly, go ahead, look for yourself. Go to my Instagram, click the link. It's $7.97 for anybody who does not go through this free training. Take advantage of this offer that I'm about to give you because I want to do something a little bit easier on you. What I want to do is take the everyday price of $7.97 that you'll find on Instagram, Google, YouTube. I want to take it and put another big X through that. All right? Now, today's price is $4.97. Okay? So this value of this course was nearly $7,000. And the everyday price, $7.97. I don't want to give that to you. I want to do something even better for you. I want to offer you $4.97 for today's price. Now, the only way to lose is by not jumping on this investment. Guys, literally, you can enroll into Agency Takeoff for as little as $4.97 today only, and you could land your first client. And like I showed you guys, clients pay me $4,000. They pay $2,000. They pay $8,000. They pay $7,000. They pay $6,000. Guys, if you just sign one client, it will pay for this entire course and more. It's not that hard, guys. It only takes one, and I give you everything you need to get that client and then some, okay, to scale to 6 figures. We don't want to just get one client, okay? Now, just a little recap of today's free training. We went over what is SMMA, how to determine your service fee, building a badass team, the perfect client, and the prospecting phase. So how to find these perfect clients. So we learned a lot today in this free training. And again, this is not me giving you 100% of my secrets because obviously I couldn't fit it into a whole video. This free training was just a glimpse of the entire program of Agency Takeoff. What this will cost you going on your own. So to figure out all of this information and get your agency set up the right way, it could literally take anywhere between 2 to 3 years, which is a complete waste of time. Because with only one client paying you, let's say on the low end, $1,500 per month for 12 months, you would be losing out on $18,000 if you did not take action today. Plus, you would have to try hundreds of things on your own with no idea what is working and what isn't working. Plus, you would have to learn with trial and error, which can be very consuming, time-consuming, and very expensive. And to build a network of support and like-minded individuals and have one-on-one access to mentors with proven results would cost you at least $10,000 in years of your life. People charge big bucks for private mastermind groups, guys, and private mentorships. I know people who spend $20,000, $50,000 or more per year for mastermind groups and mentorship. You guys get that with this group just by joining Agency Takeoff. And Casey and I have had students who pay us nearly $10,000 per month just to teach Facebook ads. So yeah, it's insane. Like, we are literally giving you guys so much value to help skyrocket and actually take off your agency to 6 figures. You guys would be losing out if you did not take action, because again, it only takes one client to pay for this entire A to Z online education program, private Facebook mastermind group, and live Q&A calls. It only takes one client, guys. And then after you land one client, you now have a free course, a free mentor, well, actually free 2 mentors, a free private mastermind group, and you have a client that pays you $1,500 per month, or $2,000 per month, or $3,000 per month, or $10,000 per month. Now, the only way to lose here is by not hopping in. we went over everything that you're going to get. The total value is $7,000. The everyday price is $797. Today's special price is $497. You can go ahead, click the link, go to agencytakeoff.com to enroll. And this is for today only. And then if you are like any other person and you go through my Instagram link, my YouTube link, my Google link, you're going to pay $797. Now, if you're having trouble checking out, let me go ahead and show you how to do it. Okay, so once you land on Agency Takeoff, the home page, it's going to look something like this. Here is how you can check out. So you're going to click yes, enroll now. And then you're going to be on the order page, the checkout page. So right here, you're going to go ahead and put your first name and make sure to put it as it appears on your Facebook profile. That way, we can let you into the group. And then your last name and then your email address. And again, this is the email address you will use to log into the course and also to gain access to the Facebook Mastermind group. So make sure to put this information, double check it, triple check it, make sure it's correct. And then you can select your product. Now, for you guys, you're going to have a special link that nobody else will have. And this is going to say $497 and this will say $497 because it's only available for you guys today. And then we also have a 3-month payment plan, and it's going to be, instead of $299 for 3 months, it will be $199 for 3 months. Okay? And then you're going to go ahead and enter your payment information, credit card number, expiration date, and then the code on the back. And then you're going to click Join Agency Takeoff. You'll be directed to a little thank you box with instructions in order to get into the actual course. So some of you may be thinking to yourself right now, I can't afford the program today. Is there anything you can do for me, Mariah? And, I'm going to try to help you guys as much as I can if I'm not already. And if you can't afford the program today, there is something that I can do for you. Now, first of all, if you can't afford this program, then that itself is evidence that you truly do need this program. Most people think that if they can't afford something, they shouldn't do it. Sure, that's true to like materialistic items, like buying that new iPhone 11 that you can't really afford, but you buy anyway. But the truth is that if you can't afford a program like this, you really need to get into it, because this is a program that actually shows you how to make money. That new iPhone isn't going to show you how to make money if you don't know how to make money with your iPhone. This program will show you how to make money, and then your iPhone can make you money. Okay, your laptop can make you money from anywhere in the world. So get creative and figure out how you can afford this program. What you can sell, there's credit cards, there's loans, parents, friends, etc. And I also have a couple other options for you. So I offer a split payment plan where you can pay over the course of 3 months rather than all at once today. So you'll be paying $199 for 3 months. So today you get started for only $199. And then you can also use a credit card. Use it very smart. You can apply for PayPal credit. They give you 6 months interest free. And you can sell items, electronics, TV, PlayStation, Xbox, cars, clothing, shoes, etc. Things that you don't use anymore, sell them. Sell them on Facebook Marketplace. Sell them on Letgo. Sell them on Craigslist. There's tons of places, okay? My grandma just sold like over $500 worth of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Literally, she was just finding stuff around her house that she doesn't use anymore and selling it. You guys can do the same, okay? It only takes $497 to get inside this course, or if you choose the split payment, $199 to get into this course today, okay? And then you can take action, land your first client, and then you won't even have to worry about $497. You can also sell your time, so you could mow neighbor's grass, babysit, wash cars. You can offer house cleaning. These are just a couple ideas that I just came up with off the bat. I used to do some of this stuff in high school or middle school to just get extra money on the side. Also, you could save up for a couple months, but you'll have to pay the everyday price of $797, which is still worth it. You land a $1,500 client, the course is paid for, and then everything after that is just extra. And you land a $2,000 client, a $5,000 client, same thing. $797, the course becomes irrelevant. You've already afforded and paid for the course. Now you have a free course, a free mentor, free private Facebook group, and live Q&A calls, and all the clients after that are just pure profit from your initial investment into this course. Now, you shouldn't have many questions at this time as we've basically gone over everything, but here are some of the most frequently asked questions that I get all the time in my DMs and through the little chat helper on the website. So let's just go ahead and talk about a few. How much time a week? So it's completely up to you. You can go at your own pace, which leads me into the next question. Can I go at my own pace? Yes, you can. Once you're inside the course, it's completely self-paced. You have as long as you want, or you can finish as quickly as you want. It's totally up to you and what your obligations allows for. And do I get updates? Yes, we are updating the course constantly. So once you join the course, what you see is not the final product. It's always going to change. It's always going to update and get better. And then how long is my access? Your access is lifetime, so it's going to be yours forever. The course is yours for as long as you want it for. Like I said, you can move at your own pace. And if you ever need to go back to it to refer to something, it's there for you. And if you guys have any other questions, you guys can also refer to the FAQ page, which is on the sales page where you can enroll into Agency Takeoff at the very bottom. And you can also find an entire video on the sales page of me breaking down what's inside the course. Like, I actually take you inside the course and show you what's inside the course and what it looks like. So you can find that on the enroll page as well. Just type agencytakeoff.com. Now, another important question is, how do I get my bonuses? So I will have sent you, or will be sending you, an email in the next hour with the link to all of your bonuses. So please check your email. Keep an eye out for those bonuses. I promise it's coming. Make sure to check the email that you signed up for with this free training. And if you don't receive it within a couple hours, go ahead and contact me and my team on the Agency Takeoff homepage. Click the little help button on the bottom right, or you can go ahead and send me a DM. I just might not be as responsive because I get tons of DMs throughout the day. The best way is to go ahead and click the little help button at the bottom of the agencytakeoff.com page, and we can go ahead and check your email. It's probably just like a misspell, and that's the only reason why you wouldn't get the bonuses. Other than that, the bonuses will be in your inbox shortly. Also, just a reminder, today's special price of $497 will be available until the end of today only. So if you're serious about this and making a change in your life, today is the day to take that first step in the right direction, guys. I'm telling you, it is so worth it. I did it, and I'm glad that I did. Look at me now. I'm the owner of a 6-figure marketing agency. I don't have any fancy degree. I dropped out of college. I never interned at a marketing firm, anything like that. If I can do it, you guys can do it. And today it's only $497. You make up for that within just one client, maybe even a third of a client, depending on, what kind of client you land. Maybe you land a $5,000 client. Maybe you land a $3,000 client. It just takes one client, guys. So that first client is going to pay for the course. So my last question to you is, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and enroll into Agency Takeoff today. All you have to do is click the link, agencytakeoff.com, enroll, and I'll see you guys inside.